Ian,
Dave,
how are you, buddy?
I'm good. I got new glasses.
You did. We're glasses bros tonight.
We are.
Yeah, look at that. Huh? Those look great on you.
Does that mean we can be snootier than normal?
Exactly. Yes. We'll only talk about very pretentious things.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
As opposed to every other night.
Any other time on the Apex Adjacent podcast, Ian.
Correct.
I'm Dave.
I'm Ian.
Ian, I wanted to start tonight off with something kind of some reminiscing, right? About some pre-pandemic times, okay? Things have been
before times. Okay.
Exactly, the before times. Things have been a little rough. Things have been a little touch and go for a lot of folks out there. And I want to kind of tell a story from our past, right? That I think a lot of people will just kind of enjoy as a fun tale from the before times, just to kind of take us away from all those times, all the things that we're experiencing now, just for a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
So Ian, I would like to hear you tell us a story. I want you to tell us a story about the time you and I were driving back from Road America and I had to make a deposit in a field.
Well, I don't remember a whole lot of detail about that particular incident.
Okay.
What I do remember is just a large pastiche of the return trip being kind of a mess.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Yeah.
So we had a really pretty good race on Sunday. I don't remember exactly how we finished, but we were like, I think near or at the top of our class.
Yeah.
And the car came back in one piece, and I was psyched because I got a bunch of seat time, and everyone was like really amped up, and we like full of adrenaline, like packed the car up, and then we had our stuff ready to go in the minivan we rented, including the enormous dresser that we were taking back, which is the whole reason we rented the minivan in the first place. And yeah, I rented the minivan through my corporate account at the car rental place and said, yes, this is a work trip. So I can get the cheaper rate.
And that second day of racing was that after we had to spend most of the night replacing the clutch and doing that work, or was that at Watkins Glen? No,
we replaced the clutch at Road America.
That's right. Yep. Yeah. So
but I can't remember if that was after Friday or after the first day of racing.
It was after the first day of racing. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember we had to retire a little bit early the first day of racing. So like that second day of everything running well, like we were in high spirits. Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
The first race we had done together.
Yeah. Yeah. This is 4 years ago now. 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And so like we get everything packed up, and it's like just kind of dusk as we roll out of the complex.
Right.
And it's one of those things where when you're facing a long drive after a long day,
yes,
but you're on a lot of adrenaline, you're just like full of hubris about how well the drive is gonna go.
Right.
And so the first act of hubris that we made was trying to hunt down a good burger.
Yep.
In like rural Wisconsin.
Yes.
And where did we end up going? We ended up at a pretty good spot. We got a really good burger, but it was like one of those places where it was like a hole in the wall. You knew as soon as you stepped foot in the door that it was going to be very greasy.
Right. I totally forgot about those burgers. They were amazing.
It was a burger and donut place.
That's right. They had little donuts.
Because I found it. I remember finding it on my phone and being like, burgers and donuts. This is like for Ian and Dave.
And your phone recognized that I was with you, and it just auto-routed to the place.
Right. So So we go to the burger. We point towards the burger and donut place, and the first thing I remember seeing when we left the track was at least two cars where people had open beers.
Yeah, no kidding. People driving from the racetrack just drinking.
Yeah. And I was like, well, welcome to Wisconsin.
No shit, man. No shit.
And then, so then we go to the burger and donut place.
Right.
And we load up on a whole bunch.
Uh-huh.
Because this becomes important in the story later, it turns out. On a whole bunch of just greasy, fried, delicious Midwestern food. Like we brought bags that barely held together from the walk from the store to the car. That's the kind of place it was. So we start driving. I don't remember who did the first stint. I think it might have been you.
Yeah, I think it might have been me. Yeah,
because I think that's how I found the burger and donut places.
Yeah.
I was riding shotgun. But yeah, you did the first stint while we ate our greasy food. And then I think it was right around the time that we hit the Iowa border.
Uh-huh.
Where it had, the darkness of the night had really kind of like settled in.
Yep.
And also the realization of like, oh, we have a long way to go still.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we've only dipped our toe into how long this drive is. Right.
Right, because it was what, 16, 17 hours somewhere?
Yeah, 17 hours, yeah.
And 17 hours after, you're right, the night before we replaced the clutch. And then we spent all day racing.
Right.
And even 4 years ago, we weren't young men. I mean, basically at this point we're at death's door. So it was going to be a big ask to do all that trip. And I just remember like the bunch of stuff kind of went awry.
Right.
Like,
right.
We had that high of the burgers. And then like, I think once the food coma kind of settled in and we realized how long we had to go, it got real quiet.
Uh-huh.
And we didn't talk for a little while.
Uh-huh. Right. I thought I didn't need to go to sleep.
Right. Well, the first thing that happened was in Iowa, I got a speeding ticket.
Oh, that was on the way to the race.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You're right. Yes. No, you're right. Because this was when you decided you didn't need to sleep.
Right. Right. Which was very wrong. And at
the time, I didn't really appreciate how much that was good training for dealing with toddlers.
See?
But
see?
I mean, like tonight, we've had a big problem getting our 2-year-old to sleep lately.
Uh-huh.
And so I downloaded a meditation app and have been playing it.
Oh, okay.
We downloaded Headspace. We've been trying to play it for him to try to get him to go to sleep.
Okay.
And so what happened with that was it backfired because they have a thing where it's the guy who does the meditations talking to Elmo.
Oh, no.
Telling Elmo, like, oh, this is how you go to sleep. But it's only 3 minutes long. So what happens is you play that for 3 minutes, and then the toddler spends the next 30 minutes grabbing your face like this and go, Elmo! Elmo only! That's what happens there. And you basically did the same thing to me on that car trip.
I did. And you had to get your dad voice on me.
I did.
Yeah.
I think it's the only time I've ever used that on you.
Right, because you used gentle dad voice at the car show when I bonked and didn't want to look at a Camaro. You were very caring and nurturing. Right. But you were 100% in the right to tell me that I needed to sleep because we needed to work in shifts. And for some reason, I was getting a little cuckoo and didn't go to sleep. Yeah. Go figure. Right?
You kept asking me like asinine questions, and I don't remember what it was. But I mean, it was basically like, "Why is the sky blue?" It was the 30-something-year-old man version of "Why is the sky blue?"
I get real silly when I get real tired. Like I get real wacky. Yeah.
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 And you thought you were being very funny.
Right.
And to be fair, I was not in the mood for wacky because I was realizing, oh, we're only just in Iowa, and I've
Mission
been
mode.
awake. Yeah, and I've been awake for a long time.
Yep. Yep.
I need this motherfucker to go to sleep.
Right. 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 And you did convince me to go to sleep.
Yes.
I did go to sleep, right? And we progressed across the somewhat Great Plains.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I got in the passenger, swapped again, I believe, at the end of Iowa, or
Right.
somewhere around. And I fell asleep immediately,
Yes,
like before we left the parking lot.
Yep. Yep.
Which you were amazed at.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I was like, see, not that hard, is it? Just go to sleep.
Right.
And then I believe you woke me up with an emergency situation.
I think we had done a driver change because I do remember being in the passenger seat during the emergency situation.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we had swapped back. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yes, that's right. Because I remember now, like, kind of looking at the map and realizing, like, oh, we don't have a lot of options here.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's right. And
what was my emergency, Ian? What was my emergency?
Your emergency was that, foreshadowing, the burgers and donuts place maybe came back to haunt us a bit. And
maybe pounding 70 pounds of greasy food into our stomachs. Yeah.
So we finally found a truck stop that looked like it was going to be open on the map.
Right.
And we roll in, and then I got to use, again, I think, my soothing dad voice because it was very clearly not open.
Right.
And so we just went to the least populated portion of the parking lot.
And this is like at 2 a.m., right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of sleeping truckers around.
Yep.
And, you know, one strategically parked minivan.
And a couple of trees.
Yes. And then Dave just started yelling, "I'm pooping!" Which was entertaining, but poor OPSEC.
I believe I was screaming, "This is happening."
Oh, that's what it was. This is happening.
And then what did you proceed to do?
I don't remember. Did I try to drive the car away?
No, you didn't. You did something far better. You opened the electric doors on the minivan. And you asked me what I wanted to hear as the soundtrack to my boom booms.
Oh.
Yeah. Uh-huh. You did that.
Okay.
So this
and
is...
Then,
oh, go ahead.
The last part of this story that I remember is I distinctly remember, so I don't know how many people listening to this have ever driven into Denver from points east. But basically, you know, you hit the Colorado line from like Nebraska or Kansas and you're like, I've made it.
Right.
And it's like, oh no, I have another 2 hours.
2 hours to go.
And there's nothing. Right. And I very distinctly remember realizing, like, okay, I think we're reaching the end of the amount of time that Dave and I can spend together in one stretch, because I started, and it was me, I started trying to argue you into liking music that I like.
Yeah, Titus Andronicus.
Yeah. And that's never whenever you have to convince someone of the music, that's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, or explain the joke, but hey, that killed 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
So, and the whole experience drew us closer together, and it's a great part of the Apex adjacent history. It's a great part of our friendship, right? And it's a fun thing to tell at, you know, parties and small family gatherings and things like that.
I will say I have not at dinner parties in the last 4 years mentioned your pooping in a Nebraska field very often.
You and I are very different. I bring it up every chance I get. So,
Meetings, birthdays, funerals.
guys, 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 did you know I shat in a field? Well, like that coworker of yours that used to fly helicopters.
Yes. Yeah.
um. So my wife's children, right? They have spouses, and during the lull in kind of the pandemic between the waves, we did get together for a family event to kind of celebrate some consolidated birthdays. And as the evening is going on, people are kind of doing their own thing and, splitting into smaller groups.
It was time for Dave's poop story.
It was time for Dave's poop story. And so I told the story. It was funny. Now, smash cut to my birthday that was a little bit ago. Okay. Jessica and Thomas got me a very nice gift that I would like to show you right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It is a mug that says, that might be backwards.
No, it says, this is happening,
This is happening, bro. And a tea strainer, a very special tea strainer. Do you see that?
That is certainly something.
And do you know what is at the end of it?
Oh, boy. Wow, that is lovely.
And they even put it in a box with one of their kids' Lego trees. So
Nice. Nicely done.
An excellent reminder of the event and the story. So thank you, Jessica and Thomas, for a wonderful creative gift. But the mug says, "This is happening, bro."
That's really funny.
Right? So there you go. And like, of course, someone makes a butt poop tea strainer.
Yeah.
Of course, right? Yeah. so there you go. So I appreciate your retelling of the Dave shitting in a field at 2 a.m. story.
No problem. Yeah, I didn't know why we were bringing it up, but now that makes sense.
Right? Yeah. So cheers, Ian.
Cheers. My empty coffee cup.
There we go, buddy. There we go. Let's see here. So I have some garage updates. You've got some eyes. I've got some eyes. I've got an FMK cars for you. Maybe we're going to talk about F1. Wait, what do you want to do tonight, buddy?
Let's hear. I want to hear. It says here you have garage updates.
Yep.
I want to hear them.
Okay. All right, Ian. So, I'm getting ready to sell my house. I'm cleaning. I'm purging. You walked into a war zone when you were over at my house the other day. And Ian,
I love the sausage bread.
yeah, that was amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
I want to be in that sausage bread. Yeah. So, Ian, how would you, in maybe like 2 or 3 words, how would you describe my garage? Don't worry about preserving my feelings.
No. I don't think it's not. I mean, my garage is a disaster because it's messy and not functional.
Okay.
Right. Because it's just like storage at this point.
Right.
Whereas yours, you can tell it's like everything has a place.
Right.
And that's well thought out. Now, not everything is in the place that it's supposed to be. But there is a place for everything that has been at some point in the past thought out.
Right.
Mine, I just opened the door and just threw a bunch of shit in.
Right. But mine was very messy, somewhat understandable chaos, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I've been cleaning out my garage, and I've been selling stuff on Craigslist, and I've been getting rid of stuff. Ian, it is the end of an era. I got rid of the last pieces of sheet metal from Dusty Rusty.
Oh wow.
Yep. Here, let me show you a picture. Let me see here. Let me get my pictures, Ian. Let's go to the browser and the pictures. Ian,
Did you sell that? Did you sell it, or
no, no
what'd you
one
do?
would buy that, Ian.
I don't know.
Here is the Vigan all loaded
Uh-huh.
up with all of the scrap that I took to the recycler.
Ah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There's an Infinity starter in here. There's
Brake
Alexa.
rotor.
Yep. Yep. Infinity brake rotors. Obviously, I don't need those anymore.
Right.
Yeah. Lots
Some
and
wings from the Saab.
yep. Yeah. Those were from the black one that I had.
Mhm.
But I got rid of I had two hoods. I had the black hood and the dusty rusty hood that had the awful clear coat. Remember, because I found that junkyard hood at one point.
Right,
Yep.
right, right.
So in Denver, we have the wonderful extra trash pickup
Mhm.
once every 2 months. You're allowed 10 bags of trash and 5 large items.
Yeah.
And they picked up the Saab hoods that I had.
Oh, nice.
So Dusty Rusty and all of its parts have left me for good.
Wow. I didn't realize you had
Wait,
that many parts left.
I still have a T5 ignition cassette. That I will sell. That I'll put up on Craigslist for like $25, you know. Yeah.
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 Okay. Okay.
So that's
You're not going to be buried with an ignition cassette, just like.
right. Well, it'll be a T7. It'll be the
Okay.
black one. Yeah. Right?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I should just get them
I
like
have standard.
yeah, should get them tattooed on my body like a T5
Oh,
to
that would be a great tattoo, actually. That would
yeah,
actually be a really cool tattoo.
right? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so that's my garage updates. It's actual garage updates, you know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So
Okay.
cleaning stuff out, getting stuff sorted. It feels so good to get through all this stuff. Yeah. I'm throwing so much away and I took so much to the scrap metal recyclers and stuff like that. So
Nice.
oh, yeah. Yeah, and I'm really thankful for that extra trash pickup stuff, man. Which like I think about that a lot because it's like it makes so much sense to have that because people are going to illegally dump their shit if there's no way for them to
Right.
get rid of it, right? They're just going to litter it, right? And that happens anyway. But
Mhm.
this at least I think goes a long way towards minimizing it. This way, you didn't wake up one morning with just a sob hood on top of your VW.
Right.
Uh-huh. Yeah, cuz I would
Although it's the perfect crime.
have right.
Who would suspect?
Right, a green sob hood with peel and clear coat. Yeah.
Where
Uh-huh.
could it have come from?
Mhm. Anyone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
So,
complete mystery.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, there you go. So that's my garage update. Yeah.
Nice.
But
Okay.
I drove the Vigan for a weekend, just because I was shuttling a lot of old paint and stuff like that, cuz rounding up
Sure.
all that stuff to take it to the paint recycling place, I don't want something like that spilling inside the Lexus obviously. But yeah, so I drove the Vigan for a weekend and it was awesome. It's definitely time to do the timing chain because
Oh,
the guides are starting to click. So, you know,
clickety,
yeah, but
clickety clackety.
yep, I have all the parts and everything. I just need time to do it. So, yeah,
Okay.
that'll be a good, couple weekends of work for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Nice. Okay.
yeah, buddy. Yeah, feel like,
Well, I'm sad to see the last of Dusty Rusty go.
yeah, yeah,
Crazed lunatic of a car.
right, yeah, yeah, yeah. I I think, I mean, obviously, like just how maniacal that car was something that will just never leave us, right? Yeah. So that's there you go. Dusty Rusty, everybody. Yeah. What do you think you miss? Like what kind of like sticky kind of characteristic has stuck with you? Like Rusty's like insanity is stuck with me. Like from cars that you've had.
From cars that I've had.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean the crazy rarity of the Saab for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and I mean, honestly, I still think about that stupid Taurus SHO all the time.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. What
you know,
like what do you think about like the engine and transmission combo? Like what do you like? Yeah, give me the rundown.
just the way that it felt like a weird sort of luxury car. Like it was kind of ahead of
Okay.
its time. Like it felt like like when you're on the highway and covering miles going fast,
Uh huh.
like I bought that car for $2,000
Uh huh.
and it felt like a sort of like Autobahn like crusher,
Okay.
like
Okay.
I know it wasn't like the fastest car or anything like
Sure.
that, but at the
But it was a
time
fast car. Yeah.
it was a fast car. And it just felt special,
Yeah.
and it felt like I had gotten away with something for getting it for that cheap.
Okay. Okay. All
So
right.
I do miss that a little bit. Um, and it was like, I was a dumb airman,
Sure.
with no money. So it was
Right.
kind of cool that I managed to have a cool car. And I think if I had managed to keep it running, I would probably still have it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'm sure my family would be very angry with me about it.
Right. Right. Well, hey, Conan O'Brien famously kept his SHO. I don't know if he still has it, but he kept it
Same color,
forever.
same color, same interior color. Yeah.
Perfect combo. That forest green was perfect, right?
The beige interior.
I love it. Yeah, like you and I have both had like really sticky cars that were green and had beige interiors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's really cool. Huh. Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that, Ian. I've never driven an SHO. I would really like to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it'd be disappointing at this point, but
Yeah. I bet Regular Cars has done a review of one. I need to seek that out.
oh, that's a good question. I don't know if they have or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
And the sound that it made was really cool. Like it was a good sounding V6.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Awesome, man. Awesome. I dig
Yeah.
that. Nice.
Um, what's this My Eyes? It says you've seen.
Yeah, I've seen a couple things, Ian. I've seen a couple things. Some I'm okay with, one I'm not. So we're gonna start with the stuff I'm okay with, and we'll see what you think. So I was sitting in traffic.
That's good because we can go on a high note because I saw a hero.
Oh,
Is from
okay.
My-
Yep, we're going out on your high note, buddy. Yeah.
Perfect.
So I'm driving, Air Force person, right?
Mhm.
But they have a sticker that very prominently says "Go around,"
Yes.
right? And then we can zoom in on the sticker here.
Enhance.
Yes, there you go. It says,
If it was supposed to be fast, it wouldn't be shaped like a brick.
right? And the Nissan GTR 34, disagrees, but right. But yeah, right? So if it was supposed to be fast, it wouldn't be shaped like a brick. Like, this is a Jeep. It does Jeep things. Leave me alone, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't hate that, right? You know?
Right.
Yeah. I would, if I had a Jeep, I wouldn't put that on my car, but
Right. Yeah, I've been of two minds about these stickers,
Right.
Because I've seen sort of similar ones before. Because there's also like it's the Jeep thing you wouldn't understand ones,
Right,
like the
right.
like cutesy
Yes.
things, and those used to really grate on me until I think the angry Jeeps became so prevalent.
Okay.
And now
sure.
it's like if I have to choose between cutesy and angry
Right.
Jeep, I'm gonna pick cutesy.
Right, right. Like adorable gatekeeping versus aggro aggression.
Yes.
Right.
Right. So it's not my choice.
Right.
But you do you.
Right. Right. You do you, Jeep guy.
Right.
Okay. All right. Now, Ian, I know the sound that you're going to make when you hear this. Okay.
Can you give me a good impression? What do you think it's going to be?
No, here's what I want to do. Take your headphones off and I'll do it into the mic and we'll see how close.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Ian's taking his headphones off.
I can now not hear Dave at all, which is scary.
Okay. Close your eyes, Ian. Oh, he can't hear me. Okay, shut your eyes. Okay. He covered his eyes. Okay, Ian's gonna go. Ugh. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Headphones back on.
We didn't think that through because how was I supposed to know when to come back?
Exactly. I told you to shut your eyes and take your headphones off. You just had to check back in after a minute. We could still be sitting here and I'm doing the show for an hour by myself.
Talking about what an idiot my co-host is.
Jenny walks in and you just got your eyes covered. Yeah. Okay. All right.
8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Here you go. So we'll see if you make the sound I thought you were going to make. Here we go. All right.
Oh. Oh, God.
Ladies and gentlemen, people, right? It is a Bentley, how do you say it? Bentayga with a vanity plate. The vanity plate says
MBA. Oh my God.
Masters of Business. What's MBA stand for? Masters of Business.
It stands for insufferable asshole.
Not all MBAs are insufferable assholes, but anyone that puts it on their license plate sure is.
Yeah. Right? Anyone who puts it on their license plate on their Bentley SUV is 100% an insufferable asshole.
Yeah, and I think you nailed the sound that I thought you were going to make, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't going to be woo! Right? Yeah. So I saw this in traffic. I did the yeah.
I will say that I think this person has definitely was definitely successful in learning about efficiency.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Because they've saved me a lot of time in knowing that I have no interest in knowing who they are.
Right. There you go. They're a Six Sigma in saving your time.
Yes. Oh God, I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Business. They're a black belt. Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right.
Jesus. Okay.
But Ian, it brings me to an FMK cars.
Oh no. Okay. That's the game we play on the thing in the place with the guy. Okay.
Okay. This one is called Ugh, we get it. You have a job.
I just realized that that's what the name of the file is UGG MBA.
Yeah.
You called it the sound I was going to make.
I did. Yes. Okay. Ugh, we get it. You have a job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So you're going to get...
God, people suck.
You're going to get a car. Mm-hmm. You're going to get a vanity plate. You're going to get a car. You're going to get a job. And you're going to get a vanity plate that kind of ties it all together. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So first up, I'm going to give you a Ferrari 458. All right. And I can see you're girding your loins already because you're like, what's going to happen?
I know. I'm excited, but I can't let myself get too excited because I know you're going to take it away from me.
This Ferrari is wrapped in a floral wrap. Okay.
Oh,
okay. I
can enjoy it before Ferrari gives me a cease and desist letter.
True, right? Because you'd call it like the pedalari or something like that, right? Yeah. But you, Ian, you have a vanity plate on this car. It is Bless You, BLESSU. Ian, you're a very successful allergist.
I was wondering about the floral thing on that time. I get it now. Okay.
Okay.
That's funny.
All right. Ian, I'm going to give you, for the second car, a Cadillac CT5V. 3.0 twin turbo. Okay. Mm-hmm. Ian, it's coming in the color brown.
Okay.
You've got a license plate that says PROST 8.
Yeah. Okay. Prostate.
Right? Okay. Which is a real plate that I saw at the hospital that I work at. Mm-hmm. Ian, you're a urologist.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just really want people to know that people's butts paid for this car.
Yep. Exactly. Okay. So and your Cadillac's brown too. So
Okay. Okay.
poop
Yeah.
T-string.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. Okay. Lastly, Ian.
Dave, I don't want you to bring down the tenor of this very esteemed program.
You're right. Yeah. I need to think my actions through. They have consequences.
Right.
Ian, last car, Audi RS6 Avant.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm very interested.
Very interested in this, right?
Mm.
Your license plate says ANLRPST.
Wait. Say it one more time.
ANLRPST.
RPST.
You are a therapist and
This is the Tobias Trinket analrapist.
analrapist. You are a therapist and a psychoanalyst and also a never nude.
Yes. Okay. All right. I am gonna crush the Cadillac and
And the prostate?
the prostate.
Okay.
The prostate thing.
Okay.
Mostly just because it's the car I'm least interested in of the three.
Yeah.
I am interested in this car. I would love to drive one, but
Sure.
of the three, it's the one I'm least interested in.
Okay.
I am going to marry the RS6.
Really? An analrapist?
There is basically no license plate that you could give me that would take me off of wanting one of these cars.
Okay. Okay.
I have always loved the RS6.
Yeah.
And I plan on being a very loving sixth owner of a RS6 Avant someday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm absolutely in love with it. And I think people would appreciate the Arrested Development joke.
True.
Would appreciate it on that level. So I'm okay with it. I'm doing it.
Okay.
And now we're pissed. Tobias, you blow hard.
That seems I've got a mess on my hands.
And then for a day, that means I will do the Ferrari 458 with Bless You.
Okay. I figured the Bless You would be very difficult for you to drive if you were just presenting a Bless You to the world, like a mindful namaste. I figured that bristles against the Ian fur, right?
It does, yes.
Yeah.
But I also think that those three things taken together are discordant enough that people would be so confused that it would be fun again. You know, like it's a Ferrari with a floral print, but it says "bless." Like that's a lot of things to go on at once.
Yeah, a little bit of a long road to get there, right?
Yeah,
right.
But I'm okay.
Okay, nice.
What would you do?
I mean, I'd marry the 458. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. A rose wrap, like a floral wrap. And the reason that I picked the 458 is because there was a floral wrap for a Ferrari FXX. I think it was a rose wrap. Let's see. And I mean, obviously, yeah, there you go. I couldn't.
Yeah, no, I think that sort of stuff looks great on supercars. Like,
right.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah, just go bonkers with it, right?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not throw like just crazy texture on a wrap, and go for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking about wrapping the Vigan.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you thinking you're to put on it?
I know like big griffin heads at some point, right?
Okay.
Yeah, like maybe on the back somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
right. But I don't.
You gonna keep it blue or?
I don't know because I have that door to replace the door that's rusted through, and so this is kind of like my thing that I'd like to do instead of painting a door. Right? Yeah. I don't know, Ian. Yeah. So anyway, I gotta think about it.
I like it. You should just make it look like a jet cockpit.
Okay. All right.
Born from Jets or whatever. You should
Yeah.
just go for it.
Just lean into it. Yeah. Okay. Like do not step and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Or is it
Yes.
no step? Yeah.
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 Not a step.
Not a step.
No
There we
step.
go. No step. No step on snake.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Okay.
there you go, Ian. That's my eyes. I'm sorry that I met your mortal enemy, the Bentley driving douche with an MBA.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we got an FMK cars out of it, so you know.
Well, that was a good one. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I saw something, and
Okay.
this person was a hero in my book.
Okay. All right. Let's hear it.
I was actually doing another porch drop of some baked goods. We brought some bread over to Katie and Lauren's house.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
I gave them a loaf of bread, and
tell me about the bread you made. What kind of bread was it?
Oh, well, if you want, I'll drop a picture into the
yeah, Ian.
into the folder. Hold on a second.
Ian.
It'll be in the Dave Don't Look folder.
Like we wouldn't talk about the bread you make on our car podcast. What the hell? Ian.
Hold on. I'm doing it. Hold on.
Like we wouldn't talk about me shitting in a field on a car podcast, Ian.
Well, there's that. It was I have been experimenting with lower yeast contents.
Okay.
To get
all right.
better to get better flavor.
Okay.
And different flour types. So hold on, I'm putting them in here.
I see you've made a ladies and gentlemen, everyone listening, he has made a bread folder in our OneDrive.
I have.
Yeah.
Extract.
Yeah. I'm gonna look for more floral wraps.
It's there. They are the synced.
Okay. Let's see here.
Photos.
6 photos.
So this is these breads I did 20% whole wheat flour,
Okay.
20% bread flour, and then 60% all-purpose flour.
Okay.
And then just salt, and I did a little bit of less yeast, and then I just bake it on a baking sheet, and I normally do, or on a bread stone.
Yeah, this is a tray bake, not a mold, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So those are just free form, and then I yeah.
And then you.
And I normally do like a big, just effing loaf.
Okay.
And so I like split up into 4 little ones to see how that affected things. But it turned out great.
It looks like a good bake. The density looks good. The crust looks amazing.
Yeah, I do. I cook with a lot of steam.
Okay. All right.
And then also I made my own butter this time.
Yeah. What is this butter all about, buddy? Welcome to Buttercast, the Dave and Ian Buttercast.
It turns out it's very easy to make butter.
Okay.
You just because I have a stand mixer that I got a long time ago. But you make whipped cream, but then you just keep going.
Okay.
And then it just turns into butter and you got to drain it out. The color is a little weird because I had Jenny and I went to Iceland, like, I don't know, 5-6 years ago now.
Yeah.
I don't know when that was. Anyway, time has no meaning. But we brought back I brought back like a little thing of lava salt from Iceland.
Yeah.
And I put some of that in there.
Nice. Okay, that was the salt that you used in your salted butter.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So it kind of changed the color a little bit. But
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Nice, man. Okay. Yeah. That looks really good, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll put you on my list for the next batch.
Thanks for dropping a loaf for me, Ian.
Really bringing it full circle. Anyway, this was about a car.
Okay. All right. If you say so, buddy. I'm still looking at bread.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were dropping the bread off at Katie and Lauren's house.
Okay.
And I was just sitting in front of their house while Nico, our son, just ran it up to the door.
Uh-huh.
And this rolled on past, and I had to scramble to get a picture.
Okay. Whoa. Ian, you're
Yeah.
right. This is a hero. It's a Lamborghini, a
Huracan.
Huracan with a ski box on it, with a roof box, and temp tags.
Yes.
Holy shit, this is the greatest car I've ever seen.
Yep.
Who is this person? They're magic.
Yeah, I don't know, but I love it. And they're using the those like crazy suction mounts.
Yeah.
Show. It's that's rad as hell.
Yeah, it is.
I love it. And also, just for context, this neighborhood, the street that it's on, I can't drive down this street without scraping in my car.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's every street, but go on.
But I mean, especially in this neighborhood, because there's been so much construction over the last. So this is like in like near West Denver, like just on the other side of the stadium.
Right.
And there's been so much development, so much construction there that the streets are just ruined.
Okay.
And like nearly impassable. But yeah, this guy just like rolling around.
This hero.
Yeah. And yeah, I was like stabbing pictures of it, and Jenny was like, "What am I looking at? What is that?" How is
it yeah. It's like Talking Heads lyrics, right? Like, how did I get here?
Exactly.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah. So nice. I just had to. I'm very happy that I managed to get a picture of that.
Right. In a crazy world, where nuts things are happening, there's still some stuff to enjoy, right? You can still see this freaking hero whipping the Huracan with a roof box, right? And
I like to think that this person, whoever they may be, talked their significant other into the Huracan based solely on the roof box, and now they have to have the roof box on,
right?
Because it's like a condition of ownership.
Yes, right.
Like, no, we will be able to store everything.
This is where their groceries go on the way home from the store.
Yeah,
right.
We could go down to one car.
If I had a Huracan with a roof box, you know what would be in the roof box?
Candy.
Well, I mean that too, but Hot Wheels of Huracans with roof boxes. And I would just open it up and people could just take one. I'd be like the house on Halloween that just had the bowl outside that had to take one.
Yeah.
Right?
That's really funny.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Right? That's how you do the toy car of your real car without being an asshole about it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You have to make it into a Russian nesting doll.
Right. And there's also
like a remote control Huracan with a roof box with a Hot Wheel car with a roof box with a micro machine in it.
There you go. Nice. Yeah.
So, bravo to you, stranger.
Salutes.
Rolling around
Yeah.
Denver.
Temp tags. The temp tags are just the cherry on top, man. I love it so much. Love it so much. Yeah.
And then just the image of them bounding out of it and greeting their significant other with like, "See, I told you it's practical."
Right. Yeah. Well, make one trip to IKEA and tell me. You're going to find this on Craigslist used for a significant discount.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I love it.
Right? Yeah. I'm into it. So yeah, thank you for capturing that. Very quick camera work, Ian, because I see the other pictures of it are further away. Yeah. It's going.
He was at a stop sign. They were at a stop sign, and I had to work fast because they kind of rolled through. So
yeah.
I didn't have much time.
That is one smartphone feature I wish would carry over from like the BlackBerry days, is just a button on the side that goes straight to the camera instantly. Mm. Yeah. BlackBerries had that. Some did. Yeah. But yeah. Right.
Yeah. I've had phones that had that, but I always end up just like accidentally um, like opening the camera at inopportune times,
Right, right.
like fumbling with stuff.
Yeah, yeah, right.
I have
Fun.
another picture of food that I made.
Why not?
I put
Yeah.
it in the bread. I put it in the bread folder.
Okay, let's look in the bread. Let's go back to the bread folder. Ooh, what's this? Oh, wow. Is that some udon?
It's some ramen. So we've
Okay.
been doing the like dress up instant ramen thing.
Kelly and I did that tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
So my method is I chop up bacon,
Okay.
fry it in the bottom of the big cast iron pot that we have.
Mm-hmm.
And then as the bacon's crisping, almost crisp, then I throw in a bunch of fresh ginger and
Ooh.
garlic.
Yeah.
Let that cook for a minute. Then I get the bacon out. Then I get all that stuff out and
Okay.
add like soy sauce and vinegar, rice vinegar.
Rice vinegar. Yep. Uh-huh.
Then I saute the carrots and the cabbage and some green onions. And I
Okay.
just start slowly building it.
Yeah.
Then we do the soft boiled eggs.
Have to do a soft boiled egg in there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you throw the noodles in with the water.
Yep.
And the spice packets.
Yep. Yep.
That come with it. And then add the bacon on top to garnish.
Nice, man. Nice. Do you have a favorite instant ramen that you get?
No, we've only done this a couple of times. I don't remember the brand.
Marzik has a good one. It's like Nissin, Nissin.
That might be what we got. I think she got it at Whole Foods.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Buddy.
What do you put in yours? You go meat? You go veggie?
We go bok choy. Yeah.
Oh, I did some bok choy in this one too. Yeah.
Baby bok choy is just the most legit. Yeah, I love it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So stuff like that. Yeah. And then we've been doing like our own stir fry sauces as well too. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. You know?
Car show.
Cooking at home with my bro. So what do you say? Did we do a show, Ian? Did we do a car show?
We did a car show. I want to bring up one Formula One thing.
Oh, sure. Sure.
So two Formula One things. So we didn't talk about the Roman Grosjean's crash, but it's pretty much old news at this point. But I do want to say how just amazing it is that he, walked away from that. Like, yeah. Watching that, I had such a pit in my stomach. Is like you saw the fireball and you were just like, oh. I like took your breath away. Yeah, watching it live, you know.
Yeah.
So
did you watch it with Nico? Did he see the crash?
He did, and then I was also making breakfast, and I didn't realize how much they were showing the replay. And at one point, I walked back in there, and he was like sitting on the couch.
Yeah,
you know, like you guys. But then, like the next day, they showed, or a couple days later, they showed him walking back into the paddock.
Okay.
You know, like I think I texted to you. I think I sent you that video too, and I said, I gotta say, if like a router fell on my head,
right,
and I had burns on my hands and ankle, I guarantee you I would not be back at work in 4 days.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
like that's impressive.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
Yeah, right? And I think it was 53 G's.
Dear God. And like it is like the halo definitively saved his life. Like
absolutely.
He would have been decapitated had it not been for the halo.
And the thing that, you know, really pushed everyone to do the halo was Jules Bianchi dying. And Roman Grosjean apparently sent Jules's father a message thanking him for his son saving his life, which is pretty amazing thing to do and pretty awesome. So that was a crazy enough story. But then a couple of days later, Lewis the Hamilton, as he's known in our house, tested positive for COVID, and so he wasn't able to race this last weekend. And so George Russell went in his place. The race was bonkers because so he qualified second behind Bottas
Right.
20 milliseconds off of Bottas's time.
Okay.
I mean, super close.
Right.
It turns out George Russell was very tall,
Okay.
and Lewis Hamilton's he's like a little bit taller than me. He's like 5'9" or something like that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he's not that big. George Russell was so like too big for that car that he had to wear a shoe size down
Oh,
just to get his feet in the
box. Oh God. Wearing too small shoes, that hurts so freaking bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was leading that race, and then Mercedes had a pit stop mix up where they put some of Bottas's tires on his car.
What?
Very un-Mercedes like thing to do. But yeah, they mixed the tire sets up because they were doing both pit stops at the same time because it was like a safety car.
Were they like playing yakety sax at the same time? Like what?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much. And Toto, it was so bad that Toto Wolff on the post-race interview said, "Yeah, we fucked up." Like he said it on live TV.
Whoa. Okay. Okay.
And then so he had to come back in, which put him back behind Bottas, back in 5th spot. He passed Bottas on track in like a crazy awesome move.
Okay.
Passed a bunch of other people, was in 2nd place and was closing in on the leader and was gonna pass him. And then Mercedes had to pull him back in because he had a puncture.
No.
Yeah. And so he ended up like barely in the points. But I mean, it was crazy. Like he passed Bottas twice in the race on track, once at the start and again after that pit stop debacle.
Wow.
But yeah, I just wanted to tell you the idea of the shoe thing, because to me it was the exact opposite of my experience in the RX-7, where like I didn't fit into it the other direction.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Right. Oh, yeah. And as a tall person, I know that there are cars that I just can't drive. Like that there are cars that have just been ruled out for me. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But there was a bunch of other crazy stories from the weekend too. Like Sergio Perez won the race, but doesn't have a seat for next year.
Oh, weird. Okay. Yeah. He's Racing Point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do I know that? God damn it. I do know that I did beat you this week in Fantasy F1.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how. Well, I do know how, because you have Racing Point and they got 1st and 3rd.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. I had dropped to 8th. I'm back at 6th. Yeah, I mean, I'm just beating the pants off of you.
It's real bad.
Yeah.
There's only one. This is the last race this weekend.
You should feel bad.
I do. Thank you.
Am I going to have to play Fantasy F1 again?
Yes.
Why? I already proved to you that it's easy and I can beat you. And Ian,
I want to do a show where you just explain to me what happened in the race, where you spoil the race for me.
Like you seal yourself off from the race.
Yeah. And then I just get very frustrated. Like, no, you have to tell me what happened.
And I'm like, I beat you in F1. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that show. We can do that show, buddy. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
Dave, we done did a car show and a food blog, I think.
and a NPR, like This American Life of Pooping in a Field. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We did. So, yeah.
We love you, everybody. If you liked this, get in touch with us, apexadjacent@gmail.com. We're on the media's social. We have a phone number that is
720-515-1391. East of the Rockies, 720-515-1391. West of the Rockies, 720. West of the Rockies, go fuck yourself.
This has been Dave and Ian's Morning Zoo Crew.
Yes.
We love you, everybody. Goodbye.